Something big soon, India. What does that mean? Is it a nuclear threat? Is it a war threat? Or is it a big infrastructure coming to India? It is none of this. One tweet by Hindenburg related to the Indian stock market has everybody talking. And why is everybody talking? Let's understand. Well, what is this Hindenburg research? That should be the first question. This Hindenburg research is an institution which was founded by Nathan Anderson in the year 2017. What was its purpose? To find corporate frauds and list it in front of the public. It's basically a short selling company telling that certain companies have done fraudulent practices and the investors and the retailers' money is under big threat. That is what it talks about. In the Indian perspective, recently a report came out related to Gautam Adani's Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, and everything, where it suggested that the share prices of Adani Group were overvalued by approximately 85%. This report created a huge panic in the market. Let's say, for example, Adani Enterprise, which was at that time at 4,000, dropped down to 1,000. That's a 300% reduction from the share price. This is what this report had a major impact. Well, looking at its accuracy, it has had an accuracy of 80%, where some of the charges have been proved in terms of the earlier reports. Considering how sensitive and how durable and how well versed their information is, a lot of people tended to believe it and caused the short selling in the Adani Enterprise. The question that retail investors generally tend to think about is this report really valid? Well, in the case of Adani Enterprise, it did create a lot of panic. As I said, 300% reduction in the share prices. It's a huge panic for sure. But as the time progressed and SEBI and Supreme Court put its investigation to it, the clean chit was given to the Adani Enterprise. The share prices are back to what it was and things are back to normal. So, should it really be a panic indication in our case? Let's understand it. And what are the counterclaims against this Hindenburg report? It was recently, by the investigation done by SEBI, it had said under the Kotak Mahindra Securities that the Hindenburg report was released earlier to a Chinese group who had put money on the short selling for the Adani shares, which they made a profit of around 183 crores, which is still under investigation.
There is a new twist in the case. Indian market regulator SEBI has now sent a show cause notice to Hindenburg Research. Hindenburg Research has informed the media and the public that they have got a 46-page show cause notice from Indian market regulator SEBI. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, in its 46-page show cause notice to Hindenburg, detailed how the United States short seller, the New York hedge fund, and a broker tied to the Kotak Mahindra Bank benefited from over 150 billion
Making the
US
video, I came across a very interesting article which is now released by the Hindenburg report, which says that SEBI chief had an offshore accounts in the Adani Enterprise itself, so the SEBI chief itself was involved. Well, what comes out of it, we do not know, but I'm pretty sure what is going to happen in the Monday market. As of now, there's going to be short selling in the Adani Enterprises shares for sure. What it means is somebody who's had taken a future in options in case of Adani and put it on the put side, there's a very good possibility you would be making 10 times more the money considering what had happened the last time. But then again, something that's very risky, and that's something that we need to go through it. So this is the entire thing. So if you have any more doubts related to what happens, what comes out of it, what are the basic fundamentals of it, this is something that you should understand, and how this report has an effect on everything. Of course, with the claims against the SEBI chief itself, who's supposed to be governing for the securities bonds markets in India, it is going to create ripples, and we would see the Monday markets having this effect where the markets are most likely to fall to a certain extent. I hope you've enjoyed it, and at the same time, I'm wishing you all the best.